In this video, we'll take a quick look around Visual Studio Integrated Development Environment, or IDE, to get ourselves familiar with what we need to know for first-time use. We'll look at different windows, navigate around, and perform basic actions like getting sample code from a repo, editing code, building, and debugging. With Visual Studio, you can complete the entire development cycle from initial design to final deployment all conveniently in one place. Once you know how to use the IDE, you can use the same toolset to develop many types of apps in different languages. Let's begin with the Start window. If you previously opened any code, it's listed on the left side and you can reopen it. But if this is your first time, you can start with code using one of the options on the right. We'll walk through two of these options. First, you can create a simple but a fully working app from a template. Let's do that by selecting Create a New Project. Let's say we want to start with the template for a console app in C#. Let's filter languages to C#, project types to console, and choose the template. Give it a project name. Let's call this project My App. By the way, a project is a container of related files that go into making an application. Click Create, and we have a starter app that prints out Hello World. Many tutorials for Visual Studio come as samples stored in GitHub. So let's see how to open a tutorial from GitHub. From the Start window, select Clone a Repo. We need to plug in the link to a repo. On GitHub, here's a repo containing a calculator tutorial from Microsoft Docs. Let's copy the link and plug it into the Start window. Choose a location for your local copy of the files from the repo and clone. Now we have a copy of the tutorial to play with. Let's take a closer look at the Solution Explorer, which is a good place to see what's in the sample solution. If you don't see the Solution Explorer, you can open it from the View menu. It shows a hierarchy of solution, projects, and files. A solution is simply a container for one or more related projects. Each project is a collection of files that go into making an application. From the Solution Explorer, you can add or remove projects from a solution, as well as add or remove files from a project. Visual Studio has many features, and so it can be overwhelming to navigate. The easiest way to find the things you're looking for is to use the search box at the top. Type in what you're looking for and go directly to it. For example, if the Solution Explorer window is not already open and we don't know where to find it or what keyboard shortcut to use, we can search for it and open. Visual Studio has excellent keyboard accessibility. It supports an array of built-in keyboard shortcuts to perform actions quickly. If we want to look up built-in keyboard shortcuts, we can go to Help, select Keyboard Accessibility, and check out keyboard shortcuts. Next, let's walk through a simple example of navigating the code and editing. Under the Program class, we see that doOperation method takes two numbers and an operator as input and writes the calculated result out with 2 decimal digits of precision. To see how the method computes the result, we can right-click and go to the definition and follow the code. We can see in how many places doOperation is being used by right-clicking to see the references. There's only one reference in this case, and by clicking on it, we easily navigate to where we started exploring the code. Let's say I want to write out 4 decimal digits of the result in the console. I'm going to change this here to 4. We can build a solution to see if there are any errors. The output window shows the build progress and final outcome. Error window would show a list of errors, if any. Let's run the app and see how it works. I can start with the capability to debug by pressing F5 or from debug menu by selecting Start Debugging. This will also automatically build the app with the latest changes and start it. To debug by observing what the app is doing at different steps of execution, we can set a breakpoint at any of the steps by clicking on Debug menu, toggle breakpoint, or by pressing F9. Then we can run the app, enter the input values, and step through the code by pressing F10. We can inspect the variables in each step using the autos, locals, and watch windows. Let's finish running the app and see the final result. We can get contextual help by pressing F1 while the mouse cursor is on a keyword. For example, I can quickly go to C# class documentation and learn all about it by clicking F1 on class. You can also go to Help menu and browse documentation. Visual Studio team is passionate about helping new developers feel successful while having fun coding. You can get in touch with the team or get the latest news by following Visual Studio handle on Twitter, as well as by subscribing to our channel on YouTube. If you're interested in reading about latest features, go straight to Visual Studio blogs. We hope this video helped you get started. Keep on learning and happy coding.